Hello everybody, my name is Lush Eisner and welcome to the Canadian Money Talk, the channel about Canadian investing and personal finance. Please like and subscribe. I record a video per week, so make sure you ring the notification bell to get notified each time one comes out. I had a request to do a video on what I do on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis to maintain my portfolio, so here are some things that I do on a regular basis. This is just for you to get some ideas on my operational activities, but everyone develops their own procedures over time. Feel free to look at my portfolio on www.canadianmoneytalk.ca/myportfolio. On a daily basis, I check to see what is up and down the most in my portfolio, and I check to see why, which can include looking at the news releases for the stock or actually Googling. I also check my portfolio value at the start and at the end of the day to see which way the day went for me. I religiously read Morningstar.ca articles. There's usually 2 or 3 good articles on various topics. Some are slightly promotional, others are technical, and others are general knowledge, but I check to see if I would want to read any of them. I also get lots of emails from various money-related websites, and I get information from Interactive Brokers, Wealthsimple, and Qtrade, my 3 brokerages. On a daily basis, I withdraw dividends since I don't have a dividend reinvestment plan set up for individual stocks. But when I accumulate 5 to 10,000 after I buy groceries, I will invest that into a single stock. I look at news briefings for the overall market and on things that are specific to my stocks. I usually read a few of my existing positions every day to see if there's anything actionable. Oftentimes, the key is really to simply gauge whether the fundamentals of the company I'm investing in are still intact or not. In relation to the type of investment, it is. I ask myself, if I didn't have it right now, would I buy it today? If the answer is no, I should sell my existing position. Over a week or so, I cover all of my stocks, maybe 8 to 10 per day. Now, because I already have 60 stocks and 20 odd mutual funds, I tend to follow stories and news on geographical areas and stocks that I am invested in. I would have to sell out of something first before looking for new opportunities because I cannot get into everything. So if something new comes along, I may not participate just because I'm looking only for things that I already own. Looking at the weekly basis, I update my very old version of Quicken to get a general overview. And as I'm going through the individual stocks and hand entering the prices, I look for opportunities to buy more of each stock. I will check in on PE and the news from bad performers for the week to get an overall look at the portfolio, and I also check on anything that seems to be over 5% of my entire portfolio. I look for downtrends, I look for building a base, and I look for building a top pattern when I am entering prices and I see the chart. I only crack open the details on a stock if the chart is indicating that it has stopped going up, possibly consolidating before going up more, or with a high PE, perhaps it is going to come back down. If it has been going down, this might indicate a buying opportunity to buy more. I check on my options to see whether the puts and calls I sold are in the money, which stocks I am going to get, which stocks I'm going to be losing, and whether I want to close any short options out to prevent getting or losing the stock. I am running a wheel strategy, or most of the time I'm just selling puts for extra cash and to get more shares of what I already own. So I can make adjustments if anything changed in my mind. On a monthly basis, I sell the aforementioned options on the first Friday of the month, and they're expiring the third Friday of the following month. I will also on a monthly basis check the Morningstar ratings on stocks and the mutual funds I own. I don't use target pricing religiously, so I don't look for share prices reaching a certain dollar amount for stocks. And the other thing I do is I had automated monthly additional purchases into my TFSA, 500 per month. Unfortunately, only transfers out of my checking account are automated, and I have to make the purchases in Wealthsimple manually by myself. But it's something I actually look forward to on a monthly basis, and then I also end up tracking the purchase in Quicken, so Quicken remains my single source of truth. The three brokerages I use make it difficult to get an overall picture. Finally, on an annual basis, I update my budget and I compare my actual spending for the past year to the budget that I made the previous year. But this is more of an after the fact thing to see if there were any surprises. It's not to stop me spending in certain categories when I go over the budget. I spend what I need to spend and then I just check to see how bad it was. I also, on an annual basis, compare my portfolio to the appropriate index. My goal for my portfolio is so I don't have to go to work ever again. So it's not a huge importance that I beat the index, but then again, if I'm not beating the appropriate index, I might as well just buy an ETF that tracks the index and save myself a whole bunch of effort. I also do my own version of rebalancing. So rebalancing is that if you choose to have certain percentages in each ETF of the basic portfolio, such as 30, 30, and 20 and 20 in the 4 ETFs in the simple portfolio, over the course of the year, these percentages will get out of balance and you may be more or less exposed to risk than you're comfortable with. This is intended since you have different ETFs for diversification and you don't want them to move all the same. So once a year, you would sell and buy ETFs to get back to balance. Now in my TFSA, I do just have 4 ETFs, and so I see the percentages in each ETF as far as my TFSA, and the $500 per month purchase, which I make manually because Wealthsimple makes me, would be directed into the ETF that was underweighted to what I wanted. I'm currently going with my investing theme of emerging markets, so the $500 per month goes there. So this is my portfolio maintenance routine. There are many like it, but this one is mine, as the phrase goes. Everybody will eventually develop their own procedures over time. If you have any requests on what you'd like me to cover in future videos, please put that in the comment section. If you'd like to get in touch, please reach out on any of these social media channels, and may you have a profitable day.